Kart. Hey!
Hello, everybody. I'm not gonna do that. Hey, everybody. This is
It's a whole podcast, the whole thing.
Hey, no, I don't see how Ed did that, Kel Mitchell did that voice throughout the whole entire movie. Anyway, what's up? It's Mr. J. I'm here with Big P.
Yeah.
We are reviewing not only the Good Burger 2 movie, but also,
The Good Burger 2 Wolf.
yes, it was. Well, we'll tell you how it was in a second. Anyway,
It was a pain to get. That's what it was.
yeah.
What was that, like 30 minutes of travel total just to be told, yeah, you can get the meal, but we don't have the burger. You know, the Good Burger, we don't have that part, but you can have the meal.
How you just said Good Burger. You had a problem when I said that earlier.
Say it the way you said it.
Good Burger.
Yeah, so you can't see like the weird smile he had on his face when he said it, but like, there's just something goofy about a man saying Good Burger to you, and you're like, what?
And you just said it to a whole bunch of people at the same time. So, I don't know. Anyway,
Moving on.
yes. Okay. Anyway, so the movie,
It's a legacy sequel.
yes.
That's the main thing, is somebody needed to do something with this IP, and somebody needed a paycheck.
I guess.
No, the movie turned out better than that, but that's typically how legacy sequels come together. You take a movie franchise that hasn't done anything in a while, and you just slap a number next to the title, and you put bare minimum effort. But this was surprisingly good.
So you didn't, so you're saying you didn't like the Bill and Ted one?
I didn't like the third Bill and Ted movie as much as I liked Bogus Journey. I felt like it was better than it could have been, because it wasn't just, Bill and Ted 3. They did put some thought into it, but think of, like, any of the vacation movies after Christmas Vacation. Think of any horror franchise past typically the fourth entry, or the American Pie movies. All those spin-off legacy sequels where it's like, yeah, no, it's got American Pie in the title, and it references something brought up in one of the movies, but none of these characters matter, none of the story matters. They just wanted to keep turning out American Pies.
Turning out pies is the best. But look, so should we try to do spoiler free, or just do spoiler?
I mean, it's pretty easy to go spoiler free with this one, because most of my feelings about it are just generally about how the movie was made and the overall feeling, so I don't even have to get the details for what I mostly want to say.
All right. I mean, the first thing that kind of stood out to me is, I know that like what you were saying about people needing a paycheck. You'll notice if you watch the movie, a lot of the products and stuff that are used in the movie, they actually are actual products, and you see the label, or they'll actually name something like DoorDash.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, absolutely. There was money put into this for the idea of commercial level. Like, they expected some level of commercial success.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't think we're going to find out how successful it is until next week.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Earliest is next week, and they'll also probably have another big push for it at the end of the month for, the end of the month total.
I'm looking at the screen. Oh, by the way, it's on Paramount Plus.
Yes,
so
this is a Paramount feature.
Yeah, look at that. They have ice cream there. That's very prominent. There was not one single ice cream anything in the movie.
No, just a reference to the Strawberry Jacuzzi, which is a callback to the first film.
Yes. So let's see. I don't know exactly where to start to talk about.
I mean, one thing to talk about is the cast. There's not as many cameos from the first film as I thought there would be, because with a lot of these, especially now, you expect them to just bring back every single person they can, and they didn't go too hard on that. They went select actors from the first one, other than obviously bringing back Keenan and Cal as, Ed and Dexter.
Yeah, but also probably since it's been 30 years, probably the majority of the people that were cameoed in the first movie are no longer with us.
I mean, other than George Clinton, who I mean, he did not look like George Clinton this time around, but was definitely a wanted little addition for a small thing. And that's not a spoiler. Like, he's in the movie. He cameos there somewhere.
Oh, yeah, that song was funny. George Clinton cut off his dreads a long time ago. He probably would still look like himself.
Yep. Another thing I'd really like to talk about is just, I got worried quickly into this movie. Like, you had to actually stop me. We almost all but paused the movie to stop because I was like, oh boy, this feels a little bit mean-spirited. I thought they were just going to completely rehash that first film. I'm glad, there's more change to it. I'm glad the characters are, it begins with the concept of, wow, some people never change, while still changing quite a bit.
So I see he stopped the villain from Good Burger 1 stopped being an actor in 2007.
Oh, so that's why he didn't make cameo. Yeah, that's another thing. There are some people who didn't come back. One of them that we definitely thought would have made at least some appearance was the guy who was the Mondo Burger dude, Ryan or whatever, or something like that.
Kurt Boswell.
Kurt. It's Kurt. Yeah.
He was in Warlock 3. I'm gonna have to watch that movie.
Okay. Well, movies are great. Julian Sands. Rest in peace, Julian Sands. An amazing actor.
Showed up too.
Really?
Yeah, Shar Jackson is Monique in the song.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so now we're just getting into spoilers. We're not even trying.
That's not. I mean, that was the.
There are songs in this movie. I don't know if you've seen the first one, but music definitely part of it.
Right. Yeah, they did like sort of a Good Burger song. We Are the World type song for Good Burger.
Yeah. Your pandemic Imagine performance by a bunch of celebrities kind of deal.
Oh yeah. I forgot about it. Yeah. They actually, that's funny, they didn't actually use Zoom. I guess Zoom didn't want to put any money into it.
It's possible, or there's also the fact that Zoom is becoming surprisingly less and less used outside of like classroom stuff.
Oh, when I was watching it, I kind of thought that some of the plot was making a reference to the writers and actors strike, but it might not be. I mean, I don't know if
it was tough because I don't know when this started getting developed. This obviously could have been thrown together quickly enough that it was that recent, but it feels like they were also trying to just hit at some of the things that are kind of common trends with businesses and food, especially now, like the ghost restaurants, where you literally, the restaurant doesn't even have to exist. There don't even have to be employees, and you can still get that food somehow. I think that was kind of represented here, but they went more with it, almost like you're saying with the writer's strike, of the kind of idea of, yeah, if something is just a background, unimportant character, we can just AI that in. And they take that to the extreme, it having just literally one animatronic employee at each of these locations that they want to set up, because that's, yeah, I mean, it kind of is like putting a character AI into the background of a show. They're all over the world, and you don't have to pay them if it's just one AI used over and over and over again.
Yeah. I mean, that's why I felt it was like
it was actually more focused on the automation of
May to June of this year.
So they did all of this within 1 year?
4 months.
They did all of this in 4 months.
yeah. I remember Keenan made a post, or somebody made a post, or maybe the Good Burger Instagram. They made a post and reached out. They were like, "Do any celebrities want to be in Good Burger?" And it was actually after this was filmed, so they probably did it way after to get all those little cameos for the movie part. But you know. I mean, how do you feel now knowing that this was done from March to June of this year? They filmed for 2 months, May and June, but they announced it in March.
It's a way better movie than it has any right to be for filmed that quickly. The movie's not super effects driven, and most of the effects are physical, practical gags, and they still put it together, and it looks more polished and more, refined and edited in a good way. Not over edited, but like just purely edited up better than you would expect something that would typically, take about as long as most people do for a YouTube video. It's way better than that. So obviously there was a lot of money put into this if it came out this polished, and there were no messed up takes. Like sometimes you'll find little dumb takes that somehow still made it in there because they just didn't have good ones, but everybody kind of hits their mark.
I think this is one of those movies that deserve a second watch, mainly because there's probably a lot of stuff in the background, like in the freezer scene, all the food boxes.
All the food boxes, great references. The wee French fries.
Yeah.
All right, so let's talk about, just without getting too spoilery, let's talk about our cast now that they've come back. What do we think of Ed and Dexter as they're presented in Good Burger 2?
I like it because it sort of keeps the same. It's the same from how they were in the 90s.
Yeah, they are the same guys. Like, they didn't fundamentally change. They've changed it as to where they are in their lives in surprising ways. I was actually really surprised, and I don't know why I was, but I was really surprised with the Ed twist from the Good Burger. Why he's still there after all this time. Because it's super easy to say, oh, well, Ed just simply never went anywhere in his life. No, Ed definitely went somewhere in his life, but he is still very much at Good Burger, and it's like, wow, okay, cool. No, he's not managing a Good Burger before anyone thinks that.
That's funny. Let's talk about the Good Burger itself.
Oh, you want to talk about the actual Good Burger?
Yes.
Well, we got it from Arbys, not a place typically known for hamburgers. That's a start.
Yeah, and didn't I bitch about that?
Yeah, you were very, very kind of wary of that.
So, as you heard earlier, Big P said, we had this 30-minute ride, and they did not have the sandwiches there. So I want to say, Arby's does not have the fucking meats. We should sue. We can sue. We're in America. We can sue. That's false advertising. You don't have the fucking meats, bitch. We had to go to a whole nother different Arby's. I gotta edit that, so I just made sure that was louder, but I'm gonna keep all this in. But like,
I was seriously. We got all the way up, and she literally let us ask the whole thing. Do you guys have the Good Burger 2 meal? Yes, we do. All right, I'd like to get 2 of them. Okay, you can't have the burgers until tomorrow.
I thought it was just going to take that long to cook. I was like, damn, that must be a really good burger. And then she said, no, the truck's going to be here tomorrow. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And
you ran out of burgers.
That was one of those drive-throughs where you could not leave once you pull into it. But it did move kind of quickly, even though there were 2 or 3 cars in front of us. But do you know how, I don't understand why they don't change that shit, because that shit's dangerous. Because what if somebody starts shooting up behind you or something? You need to get the fuck out of there.
Yeah, your only option is to just sprint over the curb. I really was wondering if you were going to try to, like, damn, this car's kind of low.
Nah, I was just gonna wait. I don't care. And plus, yeah, we found a
second location.
A second location, 17 minutes away. So I
really want to talk about this Arby's in particular. What was that Arby's location? What do we consider that one? It's the Manchester.
Yeah, there was like.
so the Missouri off of Manchester Arby's. Oh, and its manager Joe.
They might listen to us. We told them we're gonna be doing a review.
Yeah,
they might listen to us. So yeah, there were only like 3 employees there. One of them was getting off, so there were 2.
Yeah. Well, they were about to be at 2. Yeah, one guy was barely there. He was about to get off, and it was great because like all you asked me to do was ask them if they had the Good Burger. That's it. That's all you asked me to do.
Yeah, and I was in the bathroom.
You went to the bathroom. It took the entire time of you going to the bathroom for them to figure out who was going to come to the counter, and all I could think was, holy crap, this is the real Good Burger experience, because it was just like that first movie, where there's a line of people, and they're just like, can I just order my food? Yeah, no, we gotta wait for the guy who works at the counter. I had that exact experience.
Yeah, and if you were to have said that in front of me, or even in front of them, they would not have even known.
No.
Like, none of that, oh my God, I he thought, oh man, that whole Karen thing. I can't even. Oh, I can't even get into that. But just, dude, that's just. So, that,
Like, oh yeah, I've heard of that. I've never actually heard about it, but I've heard of that, and it's like, so which is it?
yeah, it was an experience. Anyway, the burger was pretty good.
It was pretty good. It was definitely bigger than you'd expect from the fast food burger. Although, with the cost, that's a hearty cost for just a fast food quick meal.
Finish what you're saying.
Oh, you're just gonna keep whispering?
No, yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, it was good. It was it had a sauce on it. It definitely was a juicy burger. The thing that made this the most disappointing was the milkshake. You didn't get a choice of the milkshake. You just got. I got why they did that. You didn't seem to get it right away.
Was there red sauce in the shake?
There's no red sauce in the shake.
That shake.
I mean, if you like strawberry,
It was a good shake.
it was a good. I mean, it was a good burger shake.
It was that shake.
Yeah, they were both good burgers and good burgers.
It was a good burger.
It was a good burger.
And a good shake.
Hey, do you remember when they couldn't add bacon to it because they couldn't figure out how to add bacon to something? Yeah, bacon. They asked if we wanted bacon in the drinks. Well, actually, the manager specifically said, well, you can't add bacon to the drinks. Which prompted him to say, well, you've never had a bacon milkshake?
Arbys milkshakes don't bring boys to the yard. And sauce does.
Yeah, and then the egg sauce on the side. That was the most disheartening moment of the whole experience, because I thought for sure they'd get that one. You just asked if you could have the egg sauce on the side, and they just looked at us like, what?
Well, I did pop a Jesus pose afterwards, so they probably didn't deflect. I realized that afterwards, and then I had one glove on. So they were like, "Does this dude think he's Michael Jackson or something?" I don't know. Like, I thought about it afterwards. It was like, I was like, can I have egg sauce on the side? And then I had to put my arms out to my side because I thought he was just gonna. And then none of them got it at all. So it was okay though. Oh no, it was good.
Oh, anyways. Took us a while, but it was worth it. I think it was worth it. But my favorite part, do you know what my favorite part of the stupid meal was?
The crinkle fries.
The crinkle fries. I'm a goddamn child. I love me some just plain crinkle salted fries, and I was not disappointed, despite the fact they were cold by the time we got back.
Crinkle fries remind me of TV dinner in the blue box.
Oh yeah, with the penguin on it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember what it was called. I just like the brownie in it.
Yeah.
The brownie with the little bit of macaroni and cheese on it because it would like bubble over into it.
It would bubble over it. Or like one noodle wouldn't be completely frozen down, and it would get over into the plastic seal somehow.
Man, you ever think about that? Cheese and chocolate is pretty good. That's probably how.
We were wolfing it down as kids. I definitely ate those meals, and then I remember the dumbest idea I had in my head was, as soon as I became a teenager, I was like, well, I can't eat those anymore. I have to eat Hungry Man. So I just upgraded my TV dinner as I got older, because that's a rational thing to do.
I still eat the 99-cent banquet deals. They probably cost more than that now, but they were like 50 cents.
But you see that red box, and you're like, okay,
Yeah.
grab me a couple of these. That's fair.
My favorite was the chicken fingers.
Yep.
Oh man, if I can't eat that anymore because if you heat that up, bite it. Look at that is literally a chicken sponge.
Yeah.
That is it.
That is not all white meat chicken. That is for certain.
Woo. Yep.
That's another thing I like to think about, especially moments like now.
Chicken
Talking about fast food. Yeah, chicken sponges. Specifically, the Burger King original chicken sponge. Do you remember the original chicken sandwich? That long, like, ovular shape? I don't know what you call that.
I don't think so. The only places fast food besides actual chicken places like KFC I got chicken from was Long John Silver's.
Okay, well then we need to just, because I know they still have it, just so you can experience it. You don't even have to take one bite. You could just look at it. I'll take the bite for you and tell you how awesome it is, but you should try it. Anyways, the Burger King original chicken sandwich. I'm just going to pull up a picture real quick. I need you to see this thing, because this is, like, the final boss of chicken sponges. Yes, it really is chicken sponges.
You sure they still sell it?
Yep.
Okay.
Burger King original chicken sandwich.
You know
I'm
what-
gonna shout it like it's in Zodiac.
You know what would make it better though?
What?
It's off.
So yeah, it's on this long, weird bun. It's not a circular chicken.
That's sort of the shape of Long John Silver's had sandwiches. I don't know if they still make the sandwich.
I don't know if they do. I mean, they just basically do like a fried chicken finger now at Long John Silver's, I believe. Oh, last time we only got fish. But anyways, so that's the Burger King original chicken sandwich. It's an abomination. It is a chicken sponge, and I ate them probably once every 2 weeks for like a good solid 5 years of my childhood.
We should try to clean with a chicken sponge and see if it...
Oh boy.
Do you think it soaks up water? Because like if I remembering this, the banquet meals, those were actually really fucking dry, and I think we could probably soak some water up in there because it just got the sponge holes in it and everything.
Well, but I'll also remember, like, if you just barely got that heating wrong, the bottom of them would be fully saturated with water.
I flip them halfway so that way I like
Would that?
yeah. It took me a long time to figure that out. I don't like soggy chicken fingers.
I don't like soggy chicken fingers to flip. How much of a game changer are air fryers, though? You never have soggy chicken fingers again.
Very, very good.
Anyways,
Yeah,
what do we rate it?
yeah.
Overall, what do we rate it? Out of 5.
Good.
Good. It's a good burger out of a good burger.
Out of 5, So let's just say this is we're rating we'll be rating promotional meals.
Yes.
So not just like out of every burger in the world. 'Cause I've had tons of burgers.
No, yeah. Let's just other tie-in burgers, which I've had a few.
I'm trying to think of what another tie-in burger I've had.
Did you have the Spider-Man Whopper?
No.
Okay.
I can say this. I will give it a 4 because I'm giving it a 4 because I had a Batsy Val tell me that she had that Halloween burger. It was like a Halloween Burger King burger. She said it was the absolute worst. She said it did not taste good, and she felt it for a couple days after that.
Oh yeah, no. The Halloween Whopper was an experience. I ordered it 3 times, which was definitely 3 too many. The bun is filled with spicy stuff. Like they actually put ghost pepper sauce into the bun, and then it's dyed orange with like cumin, and so that does something to your insides. If you haven't had that orange dye, like if you ever had Indian food just out of the blue,
Yeah, it's delicious.
it's delicious. But if you haven't had it in a while, or you get something that's heavy curry, you will feel it. Your insides will turn to power wash.
I'm good on that. It's more like me eating a bunch of like real ice cream.
Okay, well,
So yeah.
yeah, but my point is, that bun alone does something to you. And then on top of that, they're like, here, some ghost pepper cheese, which it's just pepper jack cheese, you think, but it's strong. They put fried jalapeno pepper pieces, which was unnecessary, but cool, crunchy bits, and then a ghost pepper mayo.
Ghost pepper.
Ghost pepper. No.
You did that.
I didn't do this.
You did that.
You gotta have the whole hand. Squeezy.
Anyway,
Frosting a cake. Anyway.
pretty much what he's saying, if you don't want to mess up your insides with that burger, just buy anything.
Buy anything else, or don't go to Burger King for Halloween. Like that's a treat to yourself. Don't go there.
Buy anything from Bad Dragon and use it as instructed, and it's the exact same outcome.
Oh my god. Oh. You had to bring it up. Now see, I know a spicy Bad Dragon thing.
What the?
Wait,
Is it something you can eat?
Sure.
You just. All right.
No, sure.
If you would eat anything from Bad Dragon, I'll sit down. No, I'm not gonna do that.
So somebody felt that the dragon experience wouldn't be authentic enough with the lube that they offer, so they wanted to go for the authentic experience.
Yeah. You can just put alcohol on it. Oh, hand sanitizer. You get dried out, and it'll.
What's worse, sriracha or hand sanitizer?
For what part?
Well, they wanted the more realistic experience for their lube, so they attached a bottle of sriracha to their Bad Dragon toy.
What were they using for Boop before? Why would they make that comparison?
I think
Guy eating.
no, they wanted it to be like a real dragon.
Oh, God.
Booze, sriracha or hand sanitizer. Which one sounds worse?
I mean, I guess the sriracha? Maybe Tiger Ball?
I mean, the sriracha, I would think because it's got more oil. Like, the hand sanitizer will dry up after a little bit.
Exactly.
So, coming back around, then, I also give the Good Burger meal a solid 4 out of 5. Like, it's decent. Comparing it to other Thai burgers, which I've had a lot, like, some that you might not even remember. Do you remember a time when Red Robin was doing movie Thai burgers?
No, because I've never been to Red Robin. I've always wanted to go to Red Robin just because of the jingle. Red Robin.
Yeah. And the unlimited fries. It's all great. Anyways, back in the day when the X-Men movies were popular, they would always do a Hugh Jackman's Wolverine-inspired X-Men burger. And I remember specifically because I liked the pickles that are on there, and nobody else in the world seemed to like the pickles. So anytime me and my friends went to get that burger, all my friends would be like, no pickles on it, please, or just give me regular pickles. So you'd use bread and butter pickles, specifically. And if you got the burger, you get a fucking thing, you get like a free movie ticket to go see the movie. So I got a lot of those X-Men burgers. They were delicious. But anyways, this is at least as good as the X-Men burgers. It's better than the Spider-Man Whopper, but it's not the best thing in the world. And I technically had a better Batman burger, but it wasn't like a fast food tie-in one. It was one that was being served from the restaurant attached to the movie theater where The Dark Knight Rises came out. So that almost doesn't count, but it was a 5 out of 5 burger in comparison to this.
All right. I'm trying to... I don't remember doing any movie tie-in restaurant things, and I can't. The only time I can say that I probably did... What's up?
That's in the drink.
Was a Happy Meal when I was a kid. Everything was a tie-in.
Everything had a tie-in for the Happy Meals and stuff. And that's one thing that I love the nostalgia of. Oh, there was another a movie tie-in that we actually did. Did we do it together, or did we just do it at similar times? The movies pop up. You definitely went to that. Right?
Yes, yes. The video is elsewhere on the channel.
Yeah, link that in at the end.
Yeah.
And that was good. I got the chicken sandwich. I didn't get the burger. I was kind of ashamed of myself, but boy, that was a good freaking chicken sandwich. So, Good Burger movie. How do we feel about rating that one, really?
On
We can do out of 5. We can do thumbs up, thumbs down.
I liked it.
I liked it too. It definitely kind of tricked me. It made me think they were just going to completely rehash the first film. So much so that the opening sequence, and it's funny because I think I sent you a Snapchat and I posted it to like my general story the other night when I was rewatching Good Burger 1. I was like, there's no way the second Good Burger is going to have real practical effects animation. And I even mentioned wanting to look into the studio, which I forgot to look it up. I should have. But the practical effects are back. They use the same burger practical effects even to have him like all but hallucinating burgers as this movie opens. And I don't know why that gives me such a kick, but it's like, oh yeah, no. Nickelodeon definitely went the right direction with this, and then think that they did it in such a small amount of time. It's like, wow, you guys were just like, alright, what made the first movie good? You need a lot of that, but you gotta also make it new. Alright, and then they just kind of went with it. So, I also liked it. It was good. The acting was good. The cast was very, very solid.
Yeah, like I said before, we'll probably have to watch it again to see stuff in the background, also to see if we can figure out all the cameos they had in there and stuff too.
There's only one more thing I want to mention with the cameos. Whoever got this all together really owes Saturday Night Live like a lot of props, because everyone from Saturday Night Live's more recent run is in this in some capacity. Alright, but yeah, I would say definitely see it. It's streaming on Paramount. You don't necessarily have to have seen the first movie to watch this one, but I definitely recommend it. And if you got kids, this is just overall just a good, fun family flick. But you don't have to necessarily even have kids, because it's just easy to enjoy. It's a good movie.
Yes, good.
Good Burger is good. Good Burger 2, also good.
And the Good Burger is good.
Good Burger.
All right, so Whoop times 2. good times 2, burger times 2, subscribe times 2, like times 2, buy times 2.
Bye bye.